Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Good to see you, my dear Renee. Tarot Love community. Hey,
Yes.
Wolf Girl. Good to see you.
Hey, Wolf Girl. Yes,
Good to
happy Maybon or House Blot. First day of autumn, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I just say autumnal equinox.
Okay, that works
I'll
too.
call it the scientific name.
Yeah, happy today.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so glad summer's over. I'm still using my air conditioner today, but I didn't use it yesterday because it was rainy.
Well, that's good. Yeah, our temperatures are finally getting to the point where, as a matter of fact, for the last week, I've been getting up and going out and walking in the mornings. Only 10 or 15 minutes, but that's 10 or 15 minutes that I couldn't do before, so I'm excited about it.
I was really proud of myself. Monday, I had to go to the credit union.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And I walked
walked
6 miles, y'all. I walked 6 miles in the heat.
Well, right now I'm doing good to get around the corner to the next corner and then back to the house. So.
Hey, I've been there. My neighbors like to gossip about me, so I don't tend to walk the neighborhood. I'd rather get out on Swan, which is one of the major roads. It's like median in the center and 2 lanes each direction. So cars are. But I'd rather go walk up that street than walk my neighborhood. They're like, oh, there she goes. She's not a ghost. She didn't die.
Oh, well, yeah, no telling what they think about me. But, I'm here all the time, but I'm not. If I'm outside, I'm in the backyard for the most part.
That's me. I live in, like, my bedroom where I am right now is the back of the house. And in this room, it is such a pleasant room. It faces mountains, the view. I have almost a quarter of an acre, and I've just kind of let the desert take it back. So I have all kinds of wildlife and stuff back there. I got a bird bath and a fountain and flowers. And so I just hang in here.
There you go.
It's comfortable. It's where my card reading table is right in that window. Got to make it the place that your vibes are going.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that sort of cleaning and rearranging and finally putting things where I want them to be, where I've always wanted them to be and never had the time or energy or whatever. So,
yes.
Hi, Teresa Levine.
Hey, Teresa. Good to see you, darling.
Oh, man, on Monday, we had like the whole Teresa tribe in my blessings and benedictions.
I noticed that. That was good. I watched, it wasn't the replay. I think I caught like the last few minutes of it.
Yeah, we didn't have a terribly long one this time around. So, well, I'll be back Monday because I definitely have some gratitudes that I want to share, and been collecting some prayer requests when I see them come through.
Add Maya
somewhere. Maya's on the list. Maria of Maria's Table's on the list. Yeah, keeping her in our thoughts and prayers. Absolutely.
Both of them. Yeah. Major changes in their lives.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
Too many Teresas? I don't know about that. Can you ever have too many Teresas?
Teresa, my twin from another mother's name is Teresa. So that's what happens to be one of my favorite names. She and I were thrown together in the dorm. I know you've heard this story. Total strangers, and we're 12 hours apart in age.
Huh. There you go then.
Is that synchronicity or what?
Right.
It's like, were you guys supposed to be brought back together? Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So nice. Yeah. And we remained roommates the whole 4 years of college. And we've been best friends ever since. I've known her for over 40 years. So, yeah.
Oh.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, my dear.
Yes, ma'am.
I know. Well, I actually was playing around with my moon magic since we got the new moon coming up. My moon magic cards. And instead of pulling a card tonight, one fell out. You won't believe the one that fell out. I'm just shuffling. I shuffle to calm. myself. I play with my cards all the time. I got enough to play with. But the card that fell out is really interesting because it's grab the wrong one. See if you can see that. See, you can almost see there's a moon in that card.
Yeah, just a little sliver of one, right?
All right. It's the card happens to be the new moon card that fell out. That fell out and it says, I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. We're in renewal. We're in renewal because we're in reevaluation mode. Hey, Manic Mouth, good to see you. We're in reevaluation mode because Mercury retrograde. And it also, we do that every new moon.
Yes, and we just, as a matter of fact, recorded the new moon show that's going to be posted up on Saturday, because the new moon's on Sunday, so I always post them a day before. So be on the lookout for that. Katie joined me for the Learning Lunations new moon in Libra that we're going to be posting. So definitely check that out on Saturday.
Should be a really interesting. I think that night is a night I plan on dancing.
There you go.
The moon is going to be dark, but I'm going to dance to the stars.
There you go.
You know, hey, that moon energy's there.
So. Yeah, there's all kinds of, we were talking about that a little bit too, just all the astrological and cosmic goings on. There's just all kinds of energy. And I personally, for me, it's a very good, positive vibrations and energy that I'm feeling.
I woke up.
I've been up, getting up and walking. You know, I hadn't had energy to do that in forever. So,
yeah, you're healing, you know.
Yes.
And I woke up this morning happy. It wasn't something I had to go, I'm going to be happy today. Like normally I really have to focus. I'm going to be happy and stay happy today. I woke up that way today. And so I was like, okay, nothing's taking this away from me today. And that's the way I've been all day. Now it's just kind of silly, happy.
I've been tired today, but I tried really hard. I still am not to the point where I'm remembering my dreams, but I remember that I was dreaming. And so I was participating, or I hope I was participating in Andrea of Lilac Lantern. She did her dream meetup last night. And so I have a feeling I must have been there because I woke up really tired. All the stuff I said before I went to sleep, I totally forgot the whole please let me wake up rested part of it.
I haven't done one of those in a while. I need to I haven't had the chance to watch her much because I'm doing something when she's on and it's like, Andrea,
I know, right? That's the problem. There's only one of us and thousands of everybody else in the community.
I know it.
So we do our best to keep up.
And I'm trying to do creative stuff too. Like I'm making a medicine wheel. I'm making a rattle. I'm getting a drum. Actually, I'm getting 2 drums. Got one drum should be here any day now that has the goddess emblem on it, you know. And then I haven't ordered it yet. I'm getting one next month. It's a wood box drum.
Oh, cool.
And it's got, you can tune it. So I'm really excited. It's got 4 positions that make different sounds. And I'm, really looking forward to drumming with that one. That'll be nice. Fun. Whatever it takes to get those vibes going, you know. I have a tendency to be, if I have idle hands, my ego will take off into stupid land and tell me all kinds of stuff that's a lie.
Yeah, definitely best to avoid stupid land.
It really takes me there. And then I'm all, why am I doing this anyway? And it's like, you just built all this crap up in your head. What are you doing? You know, it's not like you didn't get a bad comment. Or what are you doing?
Yeah, well, the best not to let our minds run away with ourselves, right?
It really is. It really is, especially on YouTube.
Well, and I was showing you earlier, I've to calm myself and stuff lately. I pulled out my mandalas and I've been coloring with my
I love it.
mandalas and stuff. So yeah, definitely one of those things that just kind of and you know really kind of helps you just stay present and not
Yes.
not let your brain start spinning in the mud.
Yeah, I've been actually taking a break from the writing and all of that. When I get some spare time, I've been diamond painting.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mercury retrograde. This is time to go inside. Diamond painting is such a Zen experience that even if you're listening to, I listen to Bigfoot stories, all kinds of stuff. Um, what I'm listening to, it just kind of is noise in the background because my mind, all of a sudden, I'm not there. I can sit in diamond paint. I'm putting these little dots on this sticky stuff, and I can do it for 6 or 8 hours and not move to even pee because I'm gone. I'm not
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
out of my body. It is weird, but I love it. I
Well,
just
I mean
wish it
that's
wasn't microplastics.
yeah. But getting in that zone and getting in that flow is I mean that's
Yes,
kind of the whole point, right?
it is. And I kind of lived, I was watching uh, Celtic Tarot Sheila one day, and she was talking about, well, she's normally in that zone, the not right quite in this reality. She's out here. She's doing her channeling and her remote viewing normally. It's when you call her name, you bring her into this reality.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of that way too because I notice, yeah. That's why I'm an
Well, and
artist. That's
I
why I
try
do
to find
art.
other stuff that entertains me. I can tell you, there's a couple of things that I've picked up on um, here recently. There's uh, on Instagram. There's this whole thing now where uh, they've got these buttons that you can get for your animals
Yes.
that allow the that and you put they're recordable, so you put
Yes.
your voice on it saying outside or potty or whatever it is, treat. And so they're
Yeah.
teaching their dogs how to and cats how to use these words, and then the animals, I mean, just I am absolutely blown away and fascinated watching this because it's very clear that these animals are understanding exactly what's going on. There's this one I watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called Buster Talks, and this their newer dog named Juno has come up. She's decided that she likes it when her mom plays the guitar and sings to her. And so she came up with a name for the guitar because she would be ask her mom to play the music.
Yeah.
And so she had something on there like bird and stick. And she put those two words, bird stick. Mom, I want bird stick. And so finally her mom realized she was asking to have the guitar played. You know,
Bird stick. It sings like a
yeah, it
bird.
sings, right? So I
And it's
mean,
wood.
right.
Oh
So I mean,
wow.
blows my mind, right?
Cognitive, and then linguistics will say that's what separates us from animals is our language. Guess what, folks? I'm an animal communicator. They know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. And that there's where's my book? I think I put it over somewhere else. But I've recently reread a book called A Language Older Than Words. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and the whole notion of it is that animals, nature, Mother Earth, there's all that there's a language there.
Oh yes.
It's we have as a species stepped away from it because the whole capitalist manifest destiny crowd decided that we needed to be this away when in reality we stopped listening to the language and the words and the messages that that are delivered to us through the natural elements.
Yeah.
So
Jenny's feeling blocked. You gotta what area? I mean, are you feeling like all your chakras are blocked, or because that
I like to do the guided meditations. There's all kinds of guided
oh, there's
meditations
so
on
many of
YouTube.
them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's helpful
there's some that specifically are for unblocking your chakras. So
oh
just,
yeah.
go search that on the YouTube and you'll find one that you resonate with. But I
Um
find that terribly helpful. And then of
and one
course they
thing,
also
don't be afraid of looking for stuff like that on YouTube. Some people are like, well, I don't know who's safe, and spirit will not guide you to one that is unsafe.
right.
So be open.
If you're out
Be
there
open.
searching for I put it like I always feel like this, if you're in search of the answer for the right reason, you're gonna find the right answer. So yeah, absolutely. Hey, Stony.
Hi, Stony Bakerman. I just I'll see what we can come up with. I've got my chakra cards here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see what we can come up with for you. See if which chakra is blocked for Jenny. Because lately our whole collective, I've been getting our root chakras real blocked. We're not real grounded lately. Poof. Katie disappears. Oh, I love you, Stony. Okay. Really? It's interesting. Is your heart chakra feeling blocked?
Well, there you go.
It's in the compassion area. Are you looking
and remember
for
if you're a crystal person, any of your crystals or gemstones that are that green color are good for that. Malachite, green aventurine, green calcite.
This is one reason I really like rainbow fluorite. It covers a gamut of a lot of things because of the purple, because of the green. It's got blue. It's got, yeah. And this is one I will use a lot for my heart chakra. My heart chakra feels blocked. I have different necklaces that I can stick a crystal in, and then I'll just wear it and I'll stick it down in between here.
Yeah.
So that it's close to my heart, because it's my heart chakra that's needing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's affirmations too that you can tell yourself. I need my cheat sheet. Let me go grab it right quick. Poof, Katie disappears again.
Hey, Viviani. I don't think I've seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, Viviani. Okay. Heart chakra. This is what I read during Saturday Solutions, y'all. This has got the best information in it. But I wanted to give you some affirmations that you can tell yourself. Tell yourself, I'm open to love. First off, I forgive myself. Whatever it is, I am wanted and I am loved. And I know Jenny's wanted. She's got a new job she's doing.
Nice. Congratulations.
I am connected. Because when your heart chakra is blocked, you're not feeling like you're connected to the collective or to spirit.
Yeah.
And then tell yourself, I love myself. And give yourself a hug. Tell yourself that every morning for a while. Tell yourself.
Well, I was about to say,
if you need to.
And your card of the day stuff that you're doing for Tarot Love Community. Well, you were already doing it, but now you're posting it on tarotlovecommunity.net on our bulletin board as well. I use that every morning to do my gratitude journal. And so and so that's one of the things, I've come up with this whole little thing that I write out every morning about, I am worthy. I am deserving. I have value. I have this whole thing that I write out every morning. I have everything I need today.
Yes.
So that's helped me a lot this year to
I agree,
not
Viviani.
only stay in that place of gratitude, but also to
Yes.
just keep that energy up and keep those vibrations up and remind myself of these things, because I think that we
Yes.
can get so caught up in the fast moving outside world that tends to bend towards the negative, that we really have to embrace and take hold of sort of the responsibility of keeping ourselves in that heart-centered space.
Yeah.
Not the boundaries, right? Keeping
Yes.
ourselves within having boundaries in the first place and maintaining them to protect ourselves and our energies and our chakras.
Yeah, it's really kind of important to set those.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't waste your time setting them unless you're going to stand by them.
Right, exactly.
And that can be the hard part is.
Well, and if you don't mind,
Yes.
as part of one of the big reasons that Katie allowed me to join her this evening was
No, I didn't allow you. I invited you. There's good, cool stuff on the Tarot Love
That's
Community
right. I got some new
website
stuff
that we need to tell you about.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'd like to read our mission statement.
Yes.
Because this is kind of along the same lines. It's very much sort of a affirmation statement for us as a collective, us as a community, and really speaks to what. I mean, this was definitely something that was channeled through spirit to me, right? So we are human beings working in communion to spread love and spiritual learning. We are creating and cultivating a safe place where ideas can be freely exchanged towards the growth of knowledge, understanding, compassion, and unconditional love. We are a central hub available 24/7 where community members can come together, find comfort and support in all the challenges and opportunities of humanity. We will use our skills, knowledge, and gifts as a force to call in the highest good for our planet and her citizens, as well as help and uplift the members of our collective soul tribe. We are an extraordinarily extended family built on a foundational culture of gratitude, sharing, giving back, and paying it forward. So that really is quite, I mean, that's the basis of where this came from and what the intention behind the community center is. And it's something that it's just, I mean, it's probably the first time. Well, it's on the website, Stoney, so you're welcome to go screenshot it, or it's actually, I've got it on one of our coffee mugs in the merch shop, which we got hats and t-shirts and all kinds of fun stuff like that as well. So you're welcome to go buy a mug with it on there.
There you go. Hey, he's into stickers and stuff too, man. He likes those slaps.
Oh,
shit.
But yeah, I mean, it was very much a thing that when I stumbled into the tarot community on YouTube. It started as is there a place where I can find out when everybody does their shows? Like, They're like
a TV guide
or something.
Yeah, TV
And
guide.
there wasn't. So that's sort of where the initial idea came from, was sort of just creating this space. And then it grew from there, and it's the first time in my life that, one, I feel like I got a very clear, distinct message, which was, be yourself and do what you do for this community. And so this is very much the first time that I have encouraged, because I've always been that person sort of behind the scenes that, and I've been in those jobs. I've always been sort of the customer advocate within the corporate structure. And so in order for me to do my job and be effective and be good at my job, I basically had to know who everybody else was, what their jobs were, who did what. Yeah. And so people would pick up on that, and no matter what, I mean, I just get random folks coming to me, do you know who I can go to for this, that, and the other? Or do you know how to find this? And so I've always been that person that's just sort of collected information and all that.
I've been that person too.
And so this is the first time I've sort of encouraged that behavior, in that, and so now I get people, do you know somebody who can do this, that, and the other? I was like, yes, as a matter of fact, you need to go, here's the email address for so-and-so. And so that's a lot where our registered members come into play through the tarotlovecommunity.net site. And there's site members and registered members. Site member just means that you've signed up with a login on tarotlovecommunity.net, and that allows you access to the bulletin board and things of that nature, where you're going to be communicating. The registered member stuff is up there for anybody who wanders through, because it's about providing the contact information. So, and the people who are the registered members, like Katie, she's got, they filled out a little registration form for me. And essentially all it is you telling me what information that you want to share with the community. It can be as little or as much as you want. And it gives me the permission to share that information. Essentially, it gives me permission to say nice things about you, is what it boils down to. Yeah. And then that way I can promote you through not only our website, but on YouTube. Of course, we've got the Tarot Love Community channel on YouTube, and then on Instagram as well. So those are the three places that I choose to have us out there in that larger sphere. And again, it's just for whatever. And it's not limited to people with channels. It's not limited to tarot readers. I like to think of tarot as sort of our gateway drug into the metaphysical world here.
Yeah, it's the stuff.
So it's kind of where I think even people who are not necessarily open to much else will look at a tarot, or get a tarot reading, or look at tarot cards. And so that's kind of where it came from. Everybody is welcome. We got all our Mancy folks. We've got our of course, all the, most of us are psychics and empaths and that sort of stuff, intuitives. We've got our the whole gamut, the cards, pendulums, all of the stuff. And so in addition to that, anybody within the community that does, artwork, or if you've got an Etsy store that you do, or you have your own website, or I mean this in the nicest possible way. I don't care what you do. Right? I'm everybody's biggest cheerleader, biggest fan. And
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that if you're part of this community, that you not only have the opportunity to connect with other people in the community, but also to share yourself and share what it is that you do. I'm all about supporting our Soul Tribe family, right? You know, I do the Amazon and the Walmart and everything else because we don't have much options other than that right now. But the more we can support each other, and the more the individual, and yeah, I will get my pom poms out, Stony. Don't play. But yeah, it's just a place to make sure that you can find people that you want to support, you know, and to it's our own version of shop local, right? Yeah.
Yes. You know, as speaking of shop local, I got another person that needs to go on your prayer list.
Oh, okay.
Tracy Ralph had surgery today.
Oh, I did not
I haven't
realize
heard from her yet to see how it went. I didn't expect to hear from her today. So
okay, yeah, she was. That's funny because I was thinking of her too, because she was on the Share Your Wares last month, and that jewelry that she creates.
Oh, it's fantastic. She's coming on here to show it to y'all
gorgeous.
when she's recuperated enough.
Yeah, it's
in October she'll be here.
Oh, I was blown away when she was showing us
the wire wrapping that she does. You guys, it looks like it's from the Victorian era. It's antique gorgeous stuff that has been around. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's so pretty. Yeah.
And so with Tarot Love Community, you know, it's not about card reading or anything like that. You know, with us, with what I do, it's about love, laugh, learn. That's kind of our thing, right? Open forums, an information hub, and just generally a safe place for us all.
It's a good place to hang out, you know. Don't laugh at it, Wolf Girl. Ready, clap, okay. Pom-pom dances.
But yeah, so with on the you know, I've opened that forum up to, you know, we do our game night, we'll do pet talks, community conversations. I was telling Katie tonight, I've got an idea for a new show that I'm gonna do. So keep on the lookout for that. We've of course got our movie club, our Share Your Wares, our Learning Lunation series. So
movie club's fun.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, it's about.
So it's Pictionary.
Yes, game night, Pictionary. Got to get another one of those scheduled. Get you guys back on the thing.
Laugh.
Yeah, that's a hoot. I love that one.
Pictionary is a blast.
Yeah.
If you haven't played Pictionary online, that's a whole nother hoot. Yeah, that's a great time.
Well, I was so excited to finally come up with a.
So it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's fun to watch.
Now, some of the stuff that I have had to update, we have gotten large enough at tarotlovecommunity.net that I did have to make us official. So if you're logging in, you will see like the cookie notices and stuff like that. It doesn't change anything about how we operate. You know, we're still not giving away your information or utilizing it. I think I maybe do so far 2 or 3 a year big emails. And I try to do them just when there's some big information to share. Like recently, I sent one out to talk about the privacy policy and terms and conditions and all that stuff. And it's just the regular mumbo jumbo that covers everybody's butts as far as utilizing a platform like this. Mm-hmm. And cookies and stuff is just about letting our host, which is I use Wix. WIX, and it's just about allowing
my website with you.
Yeah, and it's just about allowing them to save your login details and your account preferences and stuff like that. So it's nothing. out of the ordinary for any other website usage that you might stumble across on a regular basis. But just wanted to make sure that we were meeting all the requirements now that we're getting big enough to, because we've got almost about 550-ish site members now, and we are, I think.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
I know I've got at least one. I think the one I have in my email, Terry Renner, I think she might be our 100th registered member. I'll have to double check, but we're really close to 100
and I
registered
love
members.
what she's doing on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Terry's a sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and speaking of giveaways too,
Yes.
Part of my little virtual road trip that I'm going on, and thank you, Katie, for letting me have a practice session sort of.
Oh, I'm happy to.
I'm taking my show on the road. I'll be visiting some. Let's see, next week I'll be on Deanne Shield Maiden. I'll be on Celtic Tarot Sheila's channel.
Oh, great.
Next Saturday on October 1st, I'll be on Spiritual Growth Tarot. Also waiting to schedule with Debbie Freebird Spirit, Kim of Intuitive View. I feel like there's a couple more, but anyway, I'll be bouncing all over the place.
You're going to be on the road for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the road for the next couple of weeks. And part of it, Jeff Bailey is in the process of, it sounds like he's finishing up his last few poems for his second book. And so he offered and asked if we would like to give away copies of his first book. And it's really good. It's called
I'd love that.
Yeah, it's
I love
called,
poetry.
Speaks for Itself, a commodity of musings of my life. And so it's very much almost like observational humor in a way. It's a little more prose than it is poetic, which is right. It's all right up my alley. And so when he asked if I'd like to help him give away copies of his books, I'm like, yeah. So we'll grab a couple of folks out of the chat this evening. So if anybody's interested, yeah, just throw Jeff Bailey's name in the chats, and we'll do a drawing and gather up a couple names and get you on the list. So stuff like that.
Do you want him to put it in this chat, or do you want him to put it in the comments?
Let's go ahead and do it out of the chat, so we can that way whoever we pick, I can give you I'll get you my email address, and then you can email me with your information about where Jeff can send them to you.
Perfect. Hey, PD Connects, good to see you, darling.
Hello.
I loved your Gaga video.
So part of what is brand new is I've added in a paid membership option now. So you can go in and sign up through the, as a matter of fact, Katie, if you're cool with it, I will share my screen and show y'all.
If it'll let you. I can make you an admin if you want.
All right, can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
There we go. It's gone.
There we go. And so we've got on our front page here, we've just got shortcuts that can help you get to the most importantest things. So if you're looking for a reader or a teacher, or a healer or energy worker, and then we have our creators and shopkeepers. So that's the three sections that the registered members fall into. The new thing I'm calling is our backstage pass. That's our membership. And then I've got these are different how-to videos that I've done that explain the difference between a site member and a registered member, how to utilize the Bulletin Board, which is our forum on here, how to utilize the community calendar so your stuff will show up there, that helps me with knowing what comes up to that's needing to be promoted on your behalf. Blessings and benedictions, which is the Monday morning holding space, gratitudes, prayer requests, manifestation requests that I do on Monday morning. And there's a link you can go in and add in whatever your deal is. You can be as specific as you want to be, or if it's just a name or whatever the case may be. Last night, Andrea had a dream made up, so I posted her little video for that in the dream gathering. So that's another space where we can come together and chat about those things. Andrea is also my founding partner, and so she's got her own little web page on here with all her contact details, where you can get in touch with her, buy her cards, her YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. And then I've also got on here, of course, our movie club. If you're interested in participating in that, you can click on there and read all about it. And then we've got one of the chat members has gotten the updates and is keeping updated the women that Kim and Debbie and Andrea read on their Monday night ladies night shows. And so if you want to see the list of women, she's got, let's click on there. It'll open up the spreadsheet, and you can go find, on whose channel it was, on what day it was. So you can go find if you want to hear about a specific lady that they read on.
That's a great show, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, it really is.
They pick women from, all three of them are channelers, and they pick women from history.
Well, sometimes they do locals or local.
I was gonna say, and they do current women, and they channel them, and it's beautiful, you guys. It is so uplifting, especially for women and those who love us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's excellent. I mean, they talk about people like Eleanor Roosevelt, and really good
ladies we've never heard of before.
I think the ones that have really sacrificed a lot. Like there was a Ukrainian actress that I think it was an actress, musician. I'd never even heard of her before, and what she has done. It's
absolutely.
It's a really good show.
So let me take y'all over. I wanted to show y'all the bulletin board, and then I'll show you the backstage pass. The bulletin board, again, is our forum. Now, you do have to be a site member to access the bulletin board, if it's going to let me get there. There it goes. Okay.
It's thinking about it.
So right at the top, this is Katie's thing where she does our card of the day. But you can go in and you can follow the different categories so that when something new is posted, you'll get a notification. And so you can scroll through and find, whatever topics that you're interested in discussing. We've got quite a few of them on there.
Whoa, go back. I saw a TLC B&B.
Yeah, a lot of these are ones that people requested. And so somebody said, can we have it on there where
that's cool.
Yeah, so like if you're planning on traveling and you have a spare room to lend somebody out to a traveling community member, or you're looking for a couch to surf, then there's a space available for folks to connect regarding that.
I like the practice too for those that are learning cards.
Yeah, so absolutely take advantage of any of the categories that you see here. The more people you get using it, the more interaction and there's going to be. There's just a little bit of everything. Quotes, book recommendations. Again, a lot of these have been requested, so that's where they came from.
Ghost stories. Cool.
Yeah. I think Sheila Spirit Messenger is the one that asked for that one.
Hi, Nikki. Good to see you.
And then I did want to show y'all this too, because this is a neat feature that I don't know that a lot of people really understand is out here and available. Because I was listening to somebody was in a chat the other night that I was looking at, and they were trying to figure out how to connect to each other outside of YouTube. And there was this whole, well, I don't do Facebook. What about Twitter? No, I don't do Twitter. What about this? So that I was like, y'all can message each other through the website if you want to. And so when you go and so you go find whoever it is that you want to talk to, and you can message them. And you can set it up as a chat. You can go in and find out do a new chat. You can do it as just a one-on-one deal, or you can set up like a little group chat. I've also added in all of our registered members now have little badges that list them as such. If you are a Backstage Pass member, you'll get a little badge for that. And I believe I put.
You can show mine if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me see if I can find. And of course, all this is. And y'all, I have tried. I do not know why they will not let me set this thing up alphabetically, but they won't. So whatever. So yeah, so here we'll find Katie, and then she's set up with. I don't know why you have two of them still listed.
Got me in there.
All that. Weird.
I thought we deleted one of those.
Whatever. See if this is gonna let me. There we go. So you have the Backstage Pass membership, or the badge, the registered member, and the movie club badge. So just something fun cool. Stuff that you can identify common interests or something like that. So, and then the Backstage Pass itself is here.
And that's cool. I love the chickens.
I know. They cracked me up. I had to put them there. Now, the content is the same regardless which one that you choose. But I did make, and of course, I understand this is a crowded space, the membership and monthly donations and all that. It's a crowded market out there. So I wanted to make sure there was something that was accessible for anybody's budget. So it all gets you the same access, but you get to choose your monthly donation amount. It will continue until you cancel it, but there's no, like 30-day notice or anything like that. If you need to cancel it, that's fine. You can go in and cancel it. And there's also other ways to support. We've got PayPal. I've got an Amazon gratitude list. I've got an Amazon gift card if you want to put money there. We've got our merch shop, and then, of course, our YouTube. So Backstage for right now, to get us up and going with the Backstage Pass, I've got our Learning Lunation stuff in here. And what I've done is created like infographics is what I'm calling them for everything that we've learned during our Learning Lunations journey. So there's one for all the new moons, all the full moons. Then I've got stuff in there about all the different crystals. So you'll have access to these. This is exclusive content that you'll only get here. And you can, I've got it set up where you can go directly to, it's a Google album that you can go in. And that way if there are certain ones that you want to download and keep, that you can go there and do that. And then I'll be adding later on.
That's cool.
Let me see. I'm trying to get back to, there I am. So later on, I'll be adding a blog.
Warden's given Stoney an assignment. He has to leave.
Oh no. Well, bye. It was good to meet you.
Give her a big kiss and a hug for me, okay, Stoney? I love you, dude. Take care.
But later on, I'll be adding a blog, and I'll be adding Andrea and I are working, and I've just been overwhelmed the last month or so, so I'm so behind on everything. But she and I are going to be doing our Connect the Dots series, and we're going to start with JFK and sort of wind our way out and see where we end up, because I personally think there's a lot more direct lines from there to where we are currently than we are prepared to realize. but I've got I found essentially it's like a flow chart thing, but I'm going to call it our conspiracy board. And so as we start adding pins on the board and tying stuff together, we'll have our string stretching across. So
Like
I'll add those virtual boards. Yeah. So I'll be adding those virtual boards up at some point as well. And y'all, if there's anything that you can do to donate, I surely would appreciate it. I'm it's still awkward to ask for help, but
it is hard.
It is. It's hard. It's not a position I've ever really been in, because I've always been so independent and so
same here.
Do myself.
The rebel comes out,
so,
and the rebel has a hard time asking for help.
Teresa, but it's not homework that I mind, because it's interesting stuff that I go down the rabbit hole anyway. So I may as well. You get on something and you just end up down this Wikipedia rabbit hole.
No kidding. I sure.
And so I may as well share what I'm coming up with and thinking. So, but anyway, so yeah, if anybody is able to help me out, I sure would appreciate it. I'm nervous about things getting cut off in the next week or so. So, anything you're able to do to help keep the lights on, quite literally, around here, I'm humble and grateful for everything.
Had an issue this week with water.
Yeah.
Had thanks to these wonderful people.
Yeah. So hopefully, anyway.
So as we're getting close,
whatever can be offered, that's the truth of it.
You guys,
and again, if you want, all the work merch available. So if you want something in return for your donation, we got
there's really cool merch.
Yeah, and I've got a new
notebooks and
and I've got a new Love, Laugh, Learn image that I've got prepared, and I'm going to add in there on some products. So be on the lookout for that. Teresa, I understand completely. I'm in the process of trying to get all my stuff together to reapply and try to get on the disability stuff myself. So I understand completely.
If I can help you with that, holler. Been down that road, but I can tell you, it took me an attorney to get it.
Yeah, I'm aware, and that's kind of one of the reasons
And it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, my brain doesn't work the same as it used to, right. And so I've had trouble.
Well, they know what they need to collect. They know what documents they need to collect, and because that's how they do.
I think I have all the documentation. It's just a matter of sitting down and really going through it line by line and making sure, because I know that's one of those things where if you don't dot all the I's and cross all the T's, they're going to kick it back. So yeah, it's just a lot to undertake. I am pleased and grateful that
you guys are wondering why I keep looking down. I have a full lap.
But I'm grateful for whatever comes, and PD connects exactly. I'm just as grateful for the energy, the love, the light. Yeah, Teresa, I think that's the new laws is what got me looking at it again, because the first time
Yes.
around, it just didn't seem like I was going to qualify. I mean, they denied me the first time around, and
They deny everyone the first time around unless you
well,
have
I
a
understand that too.
physical, obvious disability.
Yeah,
No, that's
well,
the truth. They automatically no, because you got to prove to them that you're serious.
yeah,
That way you're not a scammer.
yeah. Well,
They
and I
go
get
hard
that.
intentionally. That's why I used to get so mad. We're going down the politics road, but I used to get so mad at Mitt Romney when he was saying, you sign your name and we'll give you a check. And I was like, oh, I want to apply for that help.
Right.
My application sure as shit didn't work that way.
Well, and even with
Took me
stuff like
3
I
years.
signed up for this mortgage grant, and I'm pleased
Go.
to say that it looks like it's all going through and going to work out. And I'm got my fingers crossed. I got a couple more hoops I got to jump through before it's all finalized. But even that took months and months. I mean, 6 months since I first put in the thing, and the last 3 or 4 months waiting, because at least with this one, because it's all related to the COVID stuff, it was the federal level gave the states the money, and y'all figure this out. Well, the states did the best they could, and thankfully they've got at least here in Tennessee some good people in place, and they were really cognizant and aware that they were not presented all the situations on the front end that were going to crop up of the people needing the assistance.
Yeah.
And so when, of course, they, denied me the first time around, and I went through the appeal process, but they had to send it back to the federal level because my situation's so wackadoo. I mean, the timeline and everything, it's wacky.
Yes.
And so it was very clearly not a situation that anybody else had come to them with. And so they had to take it back to the federal level and get the federal approval before the underwriters could say yes to it. And again, thank goodness that whatever happened, and I said just a few more hoops to jump through, finalize.
And you can hop through them. You dive through them.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not. So I'm grateful for
it's here
for that, and it's just another
don't
one of
do
those
this. I might. Don't do that. You're manifesting this.
Well, I was about to say that that's why I feel good about it, is because it's really been a part of the manifestations, the gratitude journaling, the lunar
absolutely
journey that I've been really paying attention to and focusing my energy on this year. And so that's why I'm again, one of those things I write out every day is that I am calm and confident knowing the universe is conspiring for my highest good.
This is what happened to me last year, Renee. Last year, or not last year, well, when Biden was first elected, okay, and they were putting out there about the student loan forgiveness, when he first was talking about that. And the first thing he did, one of the very first things he did with his executive pen in the first 30 days of his office was that people who had severe disabilities that had student loans, he forgave them.
Yeah.
I got a letter from Social Security last year telling me I was one of those people.
Yeah.
Because all last year, all I could do was focus on this is positive, this is good. What is happening with COVID, all of this is for a reason. It's a cleansing. It's and I'm just doing this all the time. That was almost $70,000 off my credit. It's like poof, gone. I was like, I cried and I cried because I was doing if this is really true and he really does sign this goes through and nobody stops it, cool. So I didn't really hold out for it, but I put it out there. And
well, exactly. When they told me, and the guy that I talked to, like I said, the people who I've dealt with through this process that are involved with this grant program have just been the nicest, kindest people. And that, quite frankly, that's a little bit unusual when you're dealing with government folks, right?
Oh, no kidding. But you feel like they're punishing you.
The guy told me, he goes, we're having to take a lot of this back to the federal level because we just, nobody knew what all was going to come up of these
it's
things.
Time for people who need help to stop being punished because they need help.
Right. I mean, we can't, we're told to not be afraid to ask for help, but when we ask for help, you get, berated for it.
It's your fault. You didn't. If you would have kept up on your bills, you'd never been in this position.
Right.
And
it's not as if that's what has been.
I kept up on my bills, but maybe I wanted to eat a meal or two,
and I've done everything I was supposed to do. I kept my bills paid up. I was never behind on anything. Of course, now I'm deep down in credit card debt again because you're going through all this stuff, this medical stuff, and
but
what am I supposed to do what am I supposed to do when I need prescriptions that I can't otherwise get?
Renee.
And I've got some room on the credit card.
Yeah, part of
charge
it. The inflation part of that Inflation Reduction Act was credit card forgiveness if you got over $10,000 worth of credit card debt.
Well, I'm gonna look into that because I think
go for it. Yeah. I looked into it. I don't qualify. I don't have $10,000 in credit card debt anymore because I haven't had a credit card in a long time. On Capital One is going, please let us give you a credit card. And I'm going,
well, and I didn't really
thank you. I don't want one.
But when I got to the point where I wanted to buy a house because I don't want to live in the crappy apartments anymore. It's just
I sure do know.
Yeah, where you hear sounds out the window and you're like, was that a car backfiring?
I hope that was a car backfire. Did it come through my wall?
Right. Well, Helen, I lived in an apartment one time near the university, and literally the people upstairs were fighting, having an argument, and I hear a pop. I had been sitting down on my couch and had just got up because this is back in the day where you had to go get up to go to the VCR and change the tape out, right? So I had just got up from sitting on the couch where I had my feet propped up on the coffee table. I went across the room to change the video, and I hear this, and I'm like looking around, and I look up, and there's all of a sudden a hole in my ceiling right above where I had been sitting.
Oh my God.
I was like, holy crap. I'm going to move out of this apartment.
Time to leave. Oh man. Yeah. Wow.
Exactly, Teresa. It's not like.
No, yeah. My goal in life is to, I'm going to get rich on Social Security.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to become independently wealthy like Mitt Romney. Yeah, right. I'm one of the four. I'm proud to say, I guess I'm one of the 47% or whatever he said was the mooches on society. Funny thing is, I worked for fucking 20 years or more actually in this system, paid into it.
Exactly.
Earned this disability.
Right. It's not like I haven't been working since I was 16,
paying for people taxes. Like him to make people like him rich.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway.
And then you don't want to give me help? Okie dokie. I like the guy. I like
that's all that I had to share. So if there's unless you had any other questions or anything, but What?
Oh, Wolf Girl. She
Oh.
decided to
Okay,
lay
I'm
on
glad
a
you
candle.
clarified. I was thinking that perhaps Spirit was a cat, but I wasn't entirely. You know, my mother once had a cat, and she was a calico. Her name was Grace Elizabeth, and she was one of those animals that you could look in her eyes, and some days you would think that she knew the answers to all the questions in the universe,
Uh-huh.
and there were other days where you're like, "Are you remembering to breathe?" And Grace had a thing about candles. I don't know how many times that stupid cat burnt her whiskers. She never
Smelling the
learned
damn
her lesson.
flame.
She never learned her lesson about staying away from open flame.
Yeah, I had a cat like that. No matter what I did, he had a thing about he had to smell that flame, and it would be any flame, a lighter, whatever. It was like, what's
Yeah.
that? What's that? What's that? It was like, no, you stupid cat.
But
Yeah.
anyway, that's kind of all I've got this evening.
Just wanted to close out. Normally we do the Lightworkers pledge, and I thought we could close out with that tonight.
Sure, absolutely.
That's all of us into a really good mood. Kind of makes me buzz to read it, I'll be honest with you. And I actually have it on an overlay now, so it makes it a lot easier. So here we go. I declare a pledge to love.
And
I will act based on judgments from the heart. I will act not based on judgments of fear or lack. I will act not controlled by self-interest, commercial, or political agendas. I will act attempting to reduce conflict and division. I will act to promote cooperation. I will act to promote consensus. I will act to promote peace. I will act recognizing the quality of all human beings. I will act to pursue a picture of collective truth rather than personal truth. I will act to acknowledge the responsibility of supporting others in their spiritual awakening. I will act and do not deliberately or knowingly misinform. I declare this pledge in love.
Love it. Awesome.
You, my dear lady, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me again.
You're always a delight to have on. And we ought to just like on a Wednesday or something on my Wednesday show, just kind of hang for a while, and just do whatever.
Yeah,
that's my midweek minis where read personal readings. We just kind of do. That's a free open show. So
well, I'll have to come by for one of them.
Do that.
Let me know when.
No, you're anytime you want. You're always welcome. You're my sister, girl.
Absolutely.
I love you.
Love you too. Love everybody in the chat.
Yes, love you all who are
so
here.
Much.
Thank
and
you
thanks
for
to y'all who are going to watch later.
Yes. Thank you for being here. Please be kind to one another and be kind to those who aren't kind to you if you can.
And be kind to yourself.
If you can't be kind to those that aren't kind to you, just walk away. Don't engage.
And be kind to yourself.
Most of all, please be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Because we need you. And you're no good to anybody if you're not good to you. And nobody else is going to take good care of you but you.
So that's right.
I love you guys.
Bye.
Take care. And we will see you next week. Oh, next week. Debbie Freebird's Spirit Gel will be
nice.
Yes. I am so excited. We'll
Excellent.
see you then. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.